Hello, it's Randy Duck and welcome back for another video. This time we're in the Tier 8 French premium medium tank, the Bourrasque. This is a tank which I've had for a while, funny enough, but I've never got round to playing. I knew just from my friends and stuff have been speaking to me about the tank, that it's really good. I just never got round to playing it. But basically they're giving it away at the moment on a earn-up. So most of you, probably already earned it, or you're getting to that stage where you're about to earn it. So I thought it's just about time I get a few games in it just to show you what it can do. Like I say, I've only had a handful of games in it, but here two of the best games I've had so far. I'm sure I'll get bigger games in it, but it does show you what it can do. It's basically a double shot, double tap sort of. It's a medium tank / light tank basically. It has absolutely filthy camo with the camo net on it and the camo perks. I've got the camo down to sort of 245, I believe, and then it's got 2 shots with 360 alpha in its shots. It's really nice it's a really nice tank. And we're on here on Lakeville. Lee's in the light tank, the new French light tank, and he's pushing down to spot the cross. So. He's made the aggressive play, so there was no point me pushing down to that rock. I might have played it had I been solo. As he did that, I thought, you know what, I'll try and give him some assistance. We've got Rossi here in the Iron Rain, so we're able to give him some nice sort of cover fire. And there's not really any reason for me to move forward at the moment. But as I said that, we've got Razored. He's basically getting pushed by his Cromwell. He's playing this tank stock at the moment, so he's in trouble and he needs my help, so I'll just full send an in because I don't want him to die. Put my shot in, finishing off the Cromwell, and then manage to keep Razored alive, which is important. Unfortunately, I almost get shot here because of physics. I'm sort of slipping off of the rock. It was never my intention to pull out there, but fortunately I got away with that one. We can see this light tank, and I would like to get a shot into him because obviously if you take out these light tanks, it's going to make the game so much easier for us late game. We see the Vanguard crossing, we get a nice shot into him on the move, damage in his engine, so we know he's used this repair kit now, otherwise he's going to go be really slow. I can't quite get a shot into him to finish him off, which I would like, but I have got a shot into this patch out, which in case you do, not even fully aimed, and you can see there already racking up 2,000 damage and 1,000 assistance. But now, speaking to Rossi, he's brought it to my attention that our base is in all sorts of trouble. The whole team is sort of pushed down the other side of the map, down at that sort of bridge on the 1-2 line. And I decided I'm not going to leave it to chance to see if our friendly teams are going to be able to defend that. And I'm going to come back and help defend with Rossi because Rossi's in an Iron Rain, so obviously it has like a devastating clip potential for a tier 8 in that tank. But once he's dumped his clip, they could all push him if he doesn't have any more support, and I want to make sure I'm there to help him out. So immediately, the important thing to do when you're with a platoon mate like this, I'm creating a secondary angle. There's no point us both sitting on the same spot, because then we're in the same situation, they can all push around on us. By doing this, if they push around on Rossi, they've got 2 angles to worry about. It just makes it, the threat of them pushing it's less likely for them to push around like this because they're going to be scared basically. They're going to have to fight in 2 angles, not going to know where to go. I was going to put my second shot into the brass there, but I noticed that Thankyou was in a 1-shot and I thought, look, at this situation I'm going to make sure I take the guns out of the game, taking him out of the game, and now I left the brass. I'm going to need 2 clips to take this guy out, but he just missed that shot, so now I know that I should be able to kill this guy with 2 reloads before he can kill me if he doesn't run away. So that's important now, though. That's important knowledge to know. So at this point I'm thinking, you know what, I'm going to put both shots into him. Now I know at this scenario he is probably going to put 2 shots into me, but unless he sets me on fire, he's not going to be able to kill me here. So what's going to happen is I'm going to pull right back, just so he has to come all the way around, puts his 2 shots in, but now I know I'm still alive with a 200 hit points and I'll take this guy out. Fortunately this Mutz comes around and finishes the job for me. I would have took him out anyway, but it doesn't matter because now I can put both my shots into full health T39, pick up us a little bit more damage. Just pulling around this corner just to keep myself safe, just in case the T39 does turn around. But Rossi's doing a bit of parkour, he's landed on top of him and he's managed to take him out. You know, he was out of shells, so he had to think fast and got himself a little bit more damage there. At this point, I'm full sending because I know this is the end of the game, trying to pick up most of the damage. I'm not going to stop in this guy because I know where the OI is, and it's at the top up here. So I don't want to waste time. I want to get ahead of my team so that I can put, you know, the shots in. Because when I get there, I should be just about thereabouts reloaded. And because I didn't hesitate and aim those shots, it's allowed me to get both those shots in anyway. And now, hopefully, I should be able to secure 2 more shots of damage, which, yeah, we're going to be able to do here. We've got the first one into the side. Got the second one in, bringing us up to a total of 5,000 damage, 1,210 assistance. So just say, yeah, pretty decent game for Lakeville. So I am going to be able to get bigger games than this in this tank. I just know I will be able to. I just haven't played it for very long. But nonetheless, you know, 4 minutes to get sort of 6k combined. We had a really decent game. Got one more to come, and if you stay with us, we'll see you in a bit. Okay, so welcome back to the second replay of the video. This time we're on Vineyards. I'm in the same 3-man platoon, but we are the only tier 8 tanks on our team. So we're very bottom tier, but I'm going to be honest with you, when you're playing tanks like the Bourrasque or light tanks, you know, on maps like this, where you've got a lot of places to maneuver to, I've never found it that bad being bottom tier. Because obviously when you're in other tanks, you know, it's not great, or if you're on bad maps, like some city maps or Pilsen or something, this wouldn't be ideal. But on maps like this and in tanks like this, it just means I've got bigger chances to earn more XP, and there's higher chances for me to earn more assistance damage, because obviously I'm going to be able to spot things, because it's got great camo. And should, in theory, be able to get assistance off of things like the S-bombs and, you know, waffles, stuff with big guns, so I'm more likely to get assistance. So from this spawn, we're moving into the location I normally like to go to, which we'll see in a minute. I don't poke quite high on the top there, even if I'm in mediums, just because I find I get hit on by the thumb piece a lot. I've just kind of got in the way of this light tank, so I apologise. I back out as soon as I realise, just so he can get into safety, because I don't want to get him. I don't want to get him killed because of that. I would have felt bad. So managed to get out, and none of us took any damage, which is nice. And now I tracked this Bat Chat TP. He got slapped, and I picked up 700 assistance, and we managed to pick up the kill. So been a really decent start to the game, isn't it? And this is a position I tend to use at the start of this map, just to try and kill anything which makes mistakes over poking, or just kill them annoying pesky lights that sort of full send across the map. You normally got some, from here, you can normally pretty safe from them and have an opportunity just to try and get a few shots into them. There's another Pat Chat now. He pokes up, we put one into him. He unfortunately makes a mistake poking up again for that shot, and I managed to get another shot into him, put me up to 1400 damage. Our team's now engaging. I'm not going to sit here and wait for this reload. I'm going to go in too, because it's that stage of the game. I'm really not worried about being capped out, if I'm honest, because it's on this map where the encounter is. It's very unlikely anyone's going to cap out. All what they're going to do is they're just going to sit in there and waste time in a cap while we can go and get them. You know, if they pop in there, we should be able to get shots into them. So I'm not too concerned about that. We've got this full sent by this one of the new wheelie tanks there. We get one in, we miss the other one. I need to try and get out of here because I'm on a reload and I don't want him to sort of full send me and take me out. Lee's gone in on him, so he sort of helped me out there, and now I sort of moved in, and it's not too bad. You know, I'm still on 800 hit points, and yeah, I think this has gone alright for me. We've seen this 113. It looks like he's about to try and escape. Now, I probably should have poked a tad higher here. I don't manage to pen shot these shots. Maybe unlucky in the second one, but it's always unlikely, to be honest, to pen from them. But that's the angle I was given, so I took the shots anyway. Don't manage to get any damage, but we're going to still use this position because, like I say, there is an enemy in the cap. We've got 3 minutes 30 in the clock. I know it's not going to take me long to get there if I desperately have to go for the reset. So it's not something which I am overly concerned about. So I'm going to leave him in there because he's not really doing much for their team at the moment. If there was more than one in there, then obviously that would be a bit of cap pressure which I'd have to deal with. But like I say, I'm not concerned, and there's shots available to me. We do manage to get a few shots into this 113. He gets tracked and pick up a little bit more assistance. You know, we're now on 2k damage, 2,000 assistance. We've had a pretty decent game. Got this Bat Châtillon now, 65. I've got one shot into him. We're going to aim carefully to get the second shot in. Now I'm thinking about, do I move up here? But I'm thinking, you know what? So that's already getting lit. I'm not gaining much from that. I've still got opportunities to get shots in. So I'm gonna, while I have these opportunities, I'm going to make sure tanks like this, Bat Châtillon 66 actually does die. So I'm thinking he's probably going to die before I get there, but he doesn't. I do get the reload in. We manage to take him out. We see this light tank. We know he's a one shot to us. We hit him, and we do. We managed to pick up 2 kills with a little double tap. And now that is just what you want to do with your clip. You can't get much better than that. 2 shots, 2 kills. And now, you know, this game's looking pretty comfortable at this stage. It's just about, you know, well, I say that, you know, you never know, do you? But I'm feeling pretty confident about the win. It's just at this stage about how to maximise my game. So we're moving up to get as much damage as we can. We're going to put 2 shots into this Object 26-5, bring us up to 4,000 damage, just shy, you know, 2,500 assistance. And now there's 3 tanks there. I know exactly where 2 of them are. They're in this corner. Rossi's moving in on them. I'm moving in on them. It's just a case of who can get there to pick up the remainder of the damage in this game. I've got to be a little bit careful because obviously it really wouldn't take long for that chieftain to kill me if I was a little bit silly. Where he was, I couldn't get the shot in, so I'm going to move in to get behind cover and then approach him at a different angle so that I'm able to, at least if I take the shot, guaranteed to get my 2 shots into return. And now that means I'll actually take him out. So we get 2 into him there, bring us up to 4,600 damage, 2,500 assistance. And there's 1 tank left, 1 light tank, and I must admit, I'm not really thinking I'm going to be able to kill him here, but I've got the mobility, you know, I might as well try, mightn't I? You never know. So I'm going to go after him, see if, you know, at the very least maybe I'll spot him and just get a little bit more assistance, which would be nice. But I'm probably not thinking I'm going to get the kill. But then I see him spotted over here and I'm thinking, you never know. So I'm going to move up to see if I can work an angle to get a shot. Unfortunately, I go up this rock and lost all my momentum trying to get up there. We're just seeing if he's going to poke around here. He doesn't. We're just trying to look for that little shot. We pull down here and we get, we do, just picking up the 5th kill. And that was, yeah, very nice. Made our effort worth it at the end. So all that's left is to get to the scoreboard and see how we got on. You can see, as we were the only tier 8 tanks, we picked up over 2,000, I think 2,300 base XP. We picked up the Oskins medal, I believe, for killing 3 tanks 2 tiers higher than you, which obviously, yeah, because they were mostly tier 10 tanks. Picked up 5,000 damage, 2,500 assistance. So yeah, considering we're bottom tier, we've had a very decent game, you know, and that game only went on for sort of 5 minutes 32, and we managed to rack it out quite a nice bit of damage. Like I say, I think this tank, if I have a game where it's like a really long game, I'm going to be able to rack out some serious damage. So I'm looking forward to playing it a little bit more, actually. But yeah, I definitely recommend earning this tank. It's a great tank to earn. But thank you so much for watching, guys and girls. And as always, happy tanking.
Hadouken!